Well, if you look at the quarterback situation, in a sense, we could only find out, depending on your perspective, either one third or I should say 2/3 or one half of the equation with Zach Calzada out of the mix right now. If you surveyed your typical college football fan when Calzada transferred to Auburn, they just figured, well, he's going to be the starting quarterback because that's the role he filled after the injury to Haynes King at Texas A&M. But even though Calzada was not on the field on Saturday, you believe that you've seen some movement in regards to the evaluation.
I do. I absolutely do. And to be honest, I walked into A-Day expecting nothing very much to change. And I'd usually give a prediction video of, at the end of spring, who I think is going to be the starting quarterback if there is a race. And I thought it was going to be a boring video. It's not going to be, and that'll be coming out very soon. So just kind of a little tease in terms of what I'm thinking. This race is wide open. I thought it was really a TJ Finley and Zach Calzada race. It's not. It's an every quarterback race at this point. Every guy on the field has an opportunity to be the starting quarterback, all the way from a true freshman to a transfer quarterback from LSU and TJ Finley. I think it depends on which Auburn fan you talk to on who had the best day. The consensus is that TJ Finley did TJ Finley things, but probably didn't wow anybody. He did have one touchdown he threw to Malcolm Johnson Jr., which is a new name for us in terms of talking about a lot. He's been on the team for quite some time, but just in terms of speaking his name so much. So that was impressive. He seemed very comfortable out there. I will say that. So he's been given the opportunities. He's just got to make sure he seizes those opportunities. Did he do enough on Saturday to maintain his claim as the incumbent starter? I don't know. The problem is there's a lot of guys behind him that really want that job and are really making a good case for it. Robbie Ashford is one of them. He's the guy that everybody's talking about. The versatility that he showed and the athleticism that he showed on A-Day was outstanding. There were some inaccuracies there. Thankfully, there were some actually and surprisingly great catches by wide receivers. We've had a problem with drops, as you know, the last season. So that was kind of surprising to watch that happen. But that inaccuracy, you kind of forget about it because of how much of a wow factor he is as an athlete. And then even Holden Gerner, he's a true freshman, but he sure doesn't act like it. He acts like this is his job and he's going to fight for it. And I think when you look at his performance, you obviously have to speak about it in the context of he's playing with the second and third string offense and defense at that point. So naturally, you're probably going to have a quote unquote easier time. But he still did some impressive things with him with the opportunity that he had out there through a nice touchdown pass as time was almost expiring at the end of the A-Day game to get a touchdown with him and Landon King. So just in kind of summary, wide open race. Everybody's got an option at this. And each of these quarterbacks outside of Zach Calzada, because we haven't really had a chance to analyze him yet, have something that you can take away and say they will be the quarterback. And they also have something you can say, well, here's the reason that they won't be. So open for discussion at this point.